All right, so the last step is to, once you're done with the assembly, there's some kind of final checks here, right? So one of the things I recommend is like kind of just going back and making sure that you've trimmed everything well, pretty close to the board as much as reasonably possible, with the exception to the components they tell you specifically not to trim. But yeah, so just making sure that you don't see any cold joints. So just looking over this, there was one joint I just see now. It's not cold. It's just maybe it's on the transformer here, and it's one of those spots where we were trying to be mindful of the temperature and overheating it. It's this guy right here. This second pin right here. It doesn't look like that nice, pretty mountaintop kind of thing. I want it to look prettier than that. And again, that's not just the OCD thing. That is the making sure that joint is made well and we float over the pad well. And again, with this being a heavier component on this board, those are the ones that are getting more likely to get strained. So I'm just going to reflow that real fast, and then I think that's going to be it. So yeah, just refloat it. It doesn't take much. It really doesn't take much at all for that to reflow and look good. So now that that's done, I popped that discrete op amp back in. Even though we had a few little kind of wonky bent pins from when I was removing it, it went right back in. It's not rocket science. It clicks in. It's a very satisfying click. So if you're into that kind of thing, you'll get it. This is the other one I built, a few days back, and a kind of a gut check. If I take these two and look at them next to each other, just kind of see like, yeah, it kind of looks like all the same stuff in the same places. You should check this stuff, as individuals, but yeah. So anyways, I think that's a super easy build. I'm not sure how long it ended up taking me tonight, but obviously I was talking through a lot of this stuff. I think this is like, if you've not really done a ton of soldering before, you have some experience doing it, and some experience with electronics, I think you could reasonably knock this out in like an hour, maybe quicker. It's a really easy build. The next thing we're going to do is go through the color duo, and I'll do that in another video. But I just kind of want to show like how simple these are. These kits are great. I mean, I just really cannot express enough like how awesome these kits are. The instructions, I've done a lot of different kits, not just pro audio stuff, pedals, microphone preamplifiers, microphones. I mean, there's a ton of things that I kind of work through, and I guarantee you that this is about as good as it gets from an instruction set standpoint. It's designed for people who are not pros, and the guys over at DIY Recording Equipment just kind of really have a heart for getting people into this. So if you're on the fence and you're not sure if you can do it, you can, and you don't have to spend a ton of money to get into it. I mean, as far as super cost effective, these are fun too. These are just super fun. I think it's something, people should, I know it's, I won't get too much into it, but I mean, as far as hardware, software, software is great. I use a crap ton of plugins in my workflow, and that's not going to change ever. But having these kind of hardware modules and a way to make fast sounds that are unique and different, and not something somebody can quickly download, in 2 minutes, man, I think there's something really special about that. So the next thing we're going to go through is building the duo, and I'll do that in another video, and we'll populate these guys, and along with these Louder Than Liftoff Royal Blues, and then I've got another set of color modules from one of my older builds that I'll install in as well, and it's the TM79, I think it is. It's the like 70s transformer guy. So really gonna have like just a true like transformer kind of color box. That's what I was going for with this build. So just have some options for saturation and some mojo to work into some stereo mixes and stuff. So anyways, we'll get into the next one, but thanks for watching, and we'll get these demoed as soon as I have the module built.